welcome to another Thrive Themes tutorial. We will see in this video how to use the divider and star rating elements. So I'll first start with the divider. I have a page here opened on my screen, and in order to add the element to my page, I just have to click on this plus sign from here and look for the element. If you're having problems finding it, you can simply type the name in the search field and it will show up. I'm gonna drag and drop it to my canvas, to the place where I feel like the content should be divided. Now that I've added the divider element to my page, you can notice that the element itself, it's a simple line that you can place inside your page to separate between two pieces of content. The main options have appeared in the left sidebar, and you can notice that you can first change the style of the divider. There are several styles you can use here. You can choose a starred design or maybe a dashed or dotted one. Once you figure out what you want to use, click on apply and the style has been changed. Apart from the style, we also have here the color, and you can customize it by dragging the color picker around in the color field or just by inserting here a hex RGB code if you have one. Next, after you decided on the color, you can also choose the thickness of the divider. Use this slider to drag around until you find the desired thickness, or you can just insert here a numerical value. Below, you also have the layout and position options that you can use basically to position the divider however you want on your page. And then you also have two more sections right here for which you can find separate video tutorials on how you can use them in our knowledge base. This is it for the divider. These are the options that you can use. And now we're gonna move on to the star rating element, for which I'm gonna do the same steps as I've done at the beginning of this video. I'm gonna open the right sidebar and just look for the element within this list. I'm gonna drag and drop it right here. And first of all, I'm gonna access the main options of the element, which are right here. The first thing you can change here is the rating, and you have a drop-down list where you can choose how many stars you want to display on the element itself. By default, it's set to 2.5, but we can choose, for example, 5 stars out of 5. And this is how the element will be displayed to any visitor on my website. Moving on, you've got the style. You can open this style panel from here and choose a different type of design for your element. You also have the color section right here, which you can use to change the color of the fill, the background and the outline. And lastly, here as well, you have a sizing option. Use the slider to change the size of the stars or insert here a numerical value. Below you will see the same general options that you have in the case of most elements. And there's one more thing worth mentioning here, which is the state options located right at the top of the main options sidebar. And this is something that can be encountered in the case of other elements as well. Basically, you're gonna be able to bring changes to this element that will be visible for the site guest only when they will hover with the mouse over this element. So let's have a look right now. I'm gonna select from this drop-down list hover, and now I can choose how the element would look like when someone will hover with the mouse over it. I'm going to change the color to a bright blue. This would be the color of the outline. And then I'm also going to change the fill color to a dark blue. Now I'm going to go back to the normal state, save my work and preview it. So this is the preview of my page. And if I hover over this star rating element, you will notice that it has the color that I've set up previously in the hover state mode. This is how the star rating and the divider elements work in Thrive Architect. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial and found it useful, and like always, don't forget to check out other tutorials as well in our knowledge base.